You're watching our absurdly nerd, not E3 summer predictions. In this video, we are going to each tell 10 predictions. The point system is 1 point for game or prediction, 2 points for getting release quarter, and 3 points for getting the exact month. With that out of the way, let's get into the action. I'll go first. Nintendo won't show anything on Breath of the Wild 2 for the summer. For the month of the for the summer months,
How are we gonna score stuff like that? Not showing.
Just a point, yeah.
Just a point.
I like it. I disagree though.
Oh yeah, I'd be shocked if they didn't.
They'll show something after the summer.
I think it's gonna be the main thing at theirs.
Yeah, they have to.
Even though like we'll probably get a date. We'll get an official date, I think.
What is Nintendo known for doing? Weird.
I mean, yeah, no,
for sure.
It's not the craziest. Yeah.
So Mario's chilling. Got his little button-up shirt he wore in Super Mario Sunshine. He's got his shades on. He's just chilling out. You're like, oh, Super Mario Sunshine 2 or HD Remake, whichever one. No, Bowser shows up, takes Cappy, and he has to team up with Tiara, and it's Super Mario Odyssey 2.
Oh, I can see it. Cappy's sitting there with his drink too, right there in the chair.
It's the camera spins and it shows Cappy next to him, and you're like, oh, this isn't a remake or a sequel to Super Mario Sunshine.
And so it's going to be Sunshine and Galaxy and like all the games
I would
going
love
through
it
the different worlds.
Because Sunshine was one of the islands on the map in Super Mario Odyssey 1. Like we thought was going to be able to go there, so it'd be awesome to start there in this one. Like he's on vacation from the last.
That'd be sick.
Adventure.
Yeah. No date.
I'm gonna say fall 2023.
You want to go with a specific month just in case?
October.
You're going from the top down, aren't you? Like you're like really hoping. I thought you were going to go with most confident first, but I like getting right into it.
Oh, that is very confident.
Yeah.
Get right into
Very confident.
Very confident?
Okay.
What are you, Nintendo Insider?
My uncle works at Nintendo.
Well, compared to that, mine's going to be a little boring because I think it's so obvious, and I'm going to go with my most obvious one. I think the Gears of War remaster that's been rumored will get a September date at Xbox's showcase.
Nice.
The collection.
So.
It's supposed to be a.
Is it the coalition that's doing it?
I probably. They probably got someone to put all of it together. Someone third party.
It's not like.
It's a Master Chief collection.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Gears of War collection remastered, whatever they call it. Good. September.
So great. All right. My next prediction is the new Skate game will get a new trailer and a release window of fall of 2023.
You want to put a month to it? Just shits and gigs?
November. I don't know why I said November.
Yeah, I like it. It feels like time for that.
I hope so. And they need it because all these other smaller skate games are coming out in terms of legacy. Like Skate and Tony Hawk Pro Skater are the skate games that people know.
I mean, those are smaller games. Session's a smaller game.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say they're doing
right,
good either.
But I'm sure it's done. I mean, I've heard it's done right from real skaters. I've seen gameplay of it. It looks dope, but I can't play it.
Well, you got to have the atmosphere of a skate game, and I feel like they don't have the story there and the things that make you want to come back to it. Like the gameplay probably is really good, but yeah, no, that feels like the right time. Skate 4, November of next year, maybe.
So the screen is fairly dark. You can kind of see a town, but the fog is real heavy fog.
I love how cinematic your predictions are.
Atmospheric, dude.
And then we don't get any gameplay, but we get Silent Hill 2 remake by the Bloober team.
Okay.
And I'm thinking October this year, 2022.
Oh wow, that early?
Well, the last one they did, and they have a big enough studio because they did Blair Witch right before that. Like, it's not too much of a gap, and I think that's what they're working on is Silent Hill remake. So I think we'll get it this year.
I believe it. So hold on, you said Bloober?
Yeah, Bloober
this one.
Team. Yeah.
That's less exciting, but I think it's the most plausible.
Yeah,
that it would be Bloober their game.
I don't think that's the only Silent Hill thing that's being worked on. No, that's my only Silent Hill prediction. But I think that's.
And what was the date?
October this year.
October this year. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I can see them lining it up that way to where all of these games that are rumored come out in successive years, so that Silent Hill really gets rolling.
Well, I don't want it too much at once. Like, I think that would be a kind of a
you don't want to burn it all out. I'm gonna go with a little wilder one here.
Oh, I got a fucking crazy one.
Okay, my only Nintendo prediction, because I knew Eric was gonna take control of that. Metroid Prime 4 gets a release date.
Oh, nice.
And it's November of this year.
That would be wild.
I think that's why Dread got picked up with something in the meantime to get the ball rolling for the hype to build for this bigger one, for the big shebang, as someone says.
Someone out there says.
Yes, some guy says that. But no, Metroid Prime 4, November. Look for it.
All right, here we go. Crazy, out of left field, don't know what I'm talking about. Prediction is Netflix's Geeked Week is focusing on games. They're going to show that they're going to get Cuphead. Is going to port to Netflix.
Oh,
because they have the show.
Yeah.
So that is my little kernel of they get Cuphead, and then
it's not too crazy.
Yeah, it's not too crazy, but it's.
It wouldn't be exclusive, I don't think. I mean, they can't really do that.
I don't think they can do it exclusive. I was going to say exclusivity, but.
Well, if they did a second one, it could be.
Yeah.
But, I'm ready to hear more about Netflix's stuff. Like, it feels like a long time coming.
I don't know when we get it, but yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know how it's going to work, but one day we'll know.
Back with the camera. The camera guy's on point. He zooms around, and if you listen closely, you can hear a familiar tune if you're a fan. It's the and we see a familiar mountain, Spiral Mountain. We're getting a Banjo-Kazooie remake from Xbox.
From Xbox.
We're getting it next summer.
Nice.
Your predictions are so much wilder than mine.
My predictions aren't wild. I'm looking at them right now.
I love it.
And I'm seeing a lot of not really wild shit.
I've been checking. Me and Phil has been back and forth, and I was like, "You really gotta hit it this year. You gotta announce it. You gotta show it. It's gotta happen." He's like, "I'm gonna see what I can do."
I'll see
what I can do.
I'll get on the horn.
But I think it's like the reason I've always said this. I've said this prediction for years, but I think it's with the popularity of the character is actually going up a lot. I mean, it's never been down.
I think it's always been up, and it's been baffling them why they don't do it.
With Smash, the character coming to Smash, and with the game coming to Nintendo Switch Online, I feel like that character's in a lot more eyes recently.
As far as a remake, though, I don't know if they're going to put Rare on a remake.
I don't think it's going to be Rare at all.
Really? Okay. Well, I mean, a remake doesn't require it to be a big studio like that, so they could get someone else working on it.
I think that's the way to get the fans back in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, remake is the way to go. You don't want to risk nuts and bolts.
Kind of like how they did Crash. They gave that audience the trilogy.
Yeah, and then you move.
Yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic. I think it'll be at Sony's showcase. We'll get a 2023 release window. No actual date, though. For the sake of this, I'll say October of next year, but there won't be a date. It's just going to be 2023.
Yeah. Cinematic or gameplay?
No, I think we'll finally see some gameplay. I think it's time.
Yeah.
It's well past time.
Yeah. I mean, because they've been working on it for quite a while. They didn't announce it until recently, but they've been working on it before that.
This is also kind of a easy way out. There will be no news, no trailer, no mention of Fable, the new Fable game.
I feel that.
Nothing.
Yeah.
They won't even bring it
They'll
up.
be mad people about it, but I think they're not going to risk that.
Yeah.
I've
heard it's ways off, too.
Yeah,
so.
I'm sure.
I'm going to piggyback because that's one of my predictions, and I'm going to contradict it. And mine is Fable will be at Xbox's conference with a holiday release next year, and it will have a full cinematic trailer.
See, if they show it, I don't think they'll have a release date.
I think it'll be next. It's going to be slated for holiday 2023. Not saying it's going to hit.
I think it'll be pushed.
I don't think Xbox is going to risk that again, showing something that might miss like they did twice.
Yeah.
Like after this, I think they're going to go with the sure things. I think NetherRealm is going to show Injustice 3 with a 2023 March date. I'm just guessing it at that. I don't know if they'll give a date. I think it'll just be 2023.
That would be sick. I can't wait for that.
I don't know. As I think about it, fighting games never get that long of a tell.
Yeah.
You know, they never say a date that far out. So we'll see. I mean, I'm still going to hold on to it though. March 2023. Also, I debated on going Marvel versus DC, but it just seems too far fetched. Like, I want to score and I want to win this thing.
I also would want Marvel. I want a Marvel fighting game bad, but that seems so.
I think we could see it. Like, I think at Microsoft's, we could see someone else make it. Not that they're making it, but since they're partnering with Disney, I could see that game happening. Cool.
All right. The Callisto project gets a new trailer with gameplay.
It needs it because after Dead Space got the remake announced, I was like, oh, that's bad for this other game that people don't have any, like they don't have any history with.
Yeah.
Did you expect Dead Space to hit so soon?
I mean, it's a remake, so I could have seen it turn around like that. And they seem to be putting a lot into it. Like, there's a lot riding on it.
This is weird because I was reading up on Callisto Protocol. I mean, not project, Callisto Protocol. It takes place in the same universe as PUBG, but thousands of years later. So what the
That feels like just a headline.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
Hopefully it doesn't fucking matter. I don't want to fucking battle
That's just because they worked on PUBG. They work on this game. They just want to it's a good thing to put out there, and people are like, oh, that's interesting, and it's not
the Tarantino
really.
verse, baby.
I want a video game Tarantino verse.
Oh my.
Didn't know you wanted it, did you?
Yeah, that would have been great.
Eric?
Reservoir Dogs.
So we're not getting a Square Enix conference, I don't think, this
Thank
year.
God.
They usually pump their stuff into PlayStation. Even though that Final Fantasy 16 is not out, that's not my prediction. I think we're going to hear a little bit of a familiar piano tune, and it's going to be a cinematic for Final Fantasy 7 Part 2 with a September release for 2023.
Why would they show 16 if this is going to usurp it? You know, like I
Well,
feel
I
like
mean,
16.
I feel like we're
It's
getting
been
16 this year, but that's not.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I don't think so.
I think so. I think we're
I
getting
think
16
this is going to be a long tail thing, like it was with 7, where we see it and then it goes away for a long time.
I think we're getting 16 this year, and hopefully 7 slated for next year, but it'll be pushed.
It would be silly for 7 to not to happen soon. Like you don't let it go that far whenever it hinges on the story hinges. You know, like
Yeah.
you leave it up there in the air like that. But yeah, no, it's a good prediction. I like it. My next one. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a fun one. I think we'll finally hear what Sony Bend is working on, the developers of Days Gone, and I think it'll be a crime game, like an open world, a la GTA. Why have more people not done this? Like I'm trying to think. Whenever I was thinking about what would they do,
crime?
they're going to get away from. Now I think it'll probably be GTA.
Yeah.
This is all just in my head. I'm trying to think what would they do with an open world game. It's not zombies because that's played out.
Yeah.
What's making the most money? GTA. Why wouldn't you pick that?
Yeah.
So I think they got the systems. The only thing that's been said about their project is that it's using some of the mechanics built in Days Gone. Well, why couldn't you use that in a modern
They could do
sense?
a fucking motorcycle gang game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what really got me thinking about
Yeah,
it. Was
that'd
like,
be
what
cool.
would motorcycles fit into? Oh, GTA. There's no date or anything.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a title.
Since Starfield, they're still adamant that's going to come out this year, right?
No.
Oh, they moved it back.
Starfield got delayed and
That's
Redfall.
right. Oh yeah, they both. Yeah. Duh. But anyway, we'll still get a Starfield gameplay trailer. From it.
Yeah,
We'll finally get gameplay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we'll get
I think
extensive
that's
gameplay.
really
Yeah.
safe because it's
15 minutes
I
at
think
least.
them announcing that it got pushed ahead of this conference. You're not going into it watching this trailer and then getting
Like, this is coming out this year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the disappointment. So the disappointment's already passed, and now you're getting game.
Yeah,
it's a smart move.
Right.
And I'm
it
not
comes-
saying like a gameplay trailer, like 4 to 5 minutes. I'm talking about like extensive gameplay. Like
say
you
10
said.
minutes
10 to
spin on it.
15, yeah.
Like you do a cinematic trailer and then it leads into, 8 minutes of gameplay and then they close that.
Yeah.
That's going to be the main thing from Bethesda, I believe. Because I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, me either.
Like Avowed. Okay. Go ahead before I ruin things. We'll come back to that.
All right, we see torches lit, and hear the roaring of chainsaws.
Ooh.
Dark and gloomy looking, and then we see Leon Kennedy step into the village. It's Resident Evil 4 Remake, Part 1, January 2023.
Are they going to do
can see
parts for this?
It's not. Nothing's confirmed.
Well, I mean, if you look at that,
Nothing's off the table.
but if you look at Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4 is twice the game
Yeah.
of Resident Evil 2. So you could get away with doing that. I don't know if they'll test that, though. Capcom's pretty user friendly, like customer friendly.
I
They'll
just
probably
think
make
it's
it a whole
a very
game.
long game, and there's an easy middle part
Yeah,
of that game.
that's true.
I think we're definitely going to see it.
There'd be a lot of people mad about paying $60 twice for Resident Evil 4.
I think they did it though.
I mean, they would, but they'd be mad.
I don't even
But
play
yeah,
games.
I think January because Capcom leads early.
Yeah.
For their
Yeah.
releases.
Where do we think we're going to see Capcom stuff?
PlayStation.
How much can PlayStation do in one show? I feel like
See,
they're going
I-
to spread it out.
Yeah, but Capcom, I think they're going to show that, and I don't have a prediction for it, but I think we're getting Village DLC. shown
Yeah.
here.
Okay, since we were bringing up Bethesda games, I believe, other than Starfield, the headliner will be Avowed. It feels the most like it would be along far enough to do this. And I think we'll finally see at least a cinematic trailer. And I think they'll pin a 2023 date on it, even though it may end up being that same thing. They'll give a date.
Yeah.
But I'll say 2023 just for now. And just in case, I'll say holiday, I'll say October 2023, even though it's probably going to be past that.
Contraband is shown gameplay, and it says coming to Game Pass. Day one.
Well, it's an
Yes.
Xbox exclusive, so it's going
So
to be
it's
Game
gotta
Pass.
be Game Pass.
What,
That's right.
what do you think the gameplay of that is going to be?
They said it's a 1970s car-based
Cartel.
heist.
It's Mad Max.
It's the Mad Max.
It's it's the people who made
And
Mad
that makes
Max,
me happy.
which is an awesome game, by
yeah.
the way.
Hell yeah. Underrated.
I never did play it.
Now that it's getting AAA, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be AAA, but it's going to be a high-end AA at least. it could be fantastic.
Yeah.
And you think it's going to get a date?
I don't think so.
No date.
I don't
That's
think it'll
fine.
get a date because it's so far out. It won't get a date.
Maybe, I don't know. If it is that AA, high end AA, it could be sooner than a lot of these Xbox games.
They might get 2023, but they won't say fall or.
I think they're going to avoid that on everything. It's going to just be 2023.
I mean, they'll say 2023, and then it could get pushed back because games do that shit all the time. Yeah. Because I mean, looking at 2023 right now, if the games come out, we're going to be busy.
But I mean, I was saying that with the delay of Starfield and Redfall, it's going to make Xbox push everything back. But why not come back with your worst year to do your best year and do all, because it doesn't matter. These all studios are finishing their games when they're finishing their games.
Plus, if you were to come out with, say, Contraband's a solid B, AA game, people love it like they love Mad Max, and it'll get a little bit more notoriety because people know in the gaming universe that Mad Max was a good game. And then you have big hits like the two Starfield and say Redfall is really good. Then you got, and they're coming to Game Pass. Then you got something to hold over Sony. That's what they should shoot for. They should load to 2023 up.
There's a whole discussion that we'll get into after these conferences that I have in mind of how Xbox should strategize rather than focusing on the quadruple A. No, we need to see some good AA, low AAA games first.
We need something.
We need games. Yeah. Don't be setting up games that are 8 years away.
Yeah.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? We get our cinematic trailer for Indiana Jones from Bethesda.
Dude,
this is an Xbox heavy prediction show.
I fucking totally forgot about this game.
I did too.
And guess who? Guess who's here to present it? Harrison Ford.
Oh my God. He's high as a fucking kite.
This is a 3-pointer just off of what you said.
He will be voicing Indiana Jones in this game, and it will have a 2024 release. I don't have a date.
The only thing better than that to me and nobody else would be if Chris Pratt comes out and he's going to be doing the mocap and the voice for Indiana Jones.
Is he really going to be the movie one?
No. It's Harrison again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cinematic, not gameplay.
Yeah, I don't expect that. But no, I mean, that's a 3-pointer right there if Harrison Ford comes to not E3.
Yeah, he'll probably fucking crash his plane while he's on. He'll crash his plane, boom, into the stadium, get out and walk on the stage.
All right, I'm here to win this thing, so I'm just going to...
You don't think I'm winning?
Tap one in.
All mine are 1 point, 1 to 2 point ones. So I'm hitting for the middle of the road consistency.
The golf ball's right there next to the hole. I'm just going to tap it in and go ahead and grab 3 points because at Sony's conference, they're going to show Last of Us Remake November of this year. Easy 3 points. I don't know, maybe 2 points because November. It's going to be holiday of this year. November feels the most right.
Sorry,
they want to sell it before Christmas.
Do you think not the story, you think some stuff is going to be changed in the remake? It's kind of set Final Fantasy 7 and Resi 2.
I don't think so. I think this game is going to be the game. I think it is.
I think there'll be a Pedro Pascal skin in Last of Us.
Maybe something like that, but nothing of much effect.
I will wear nothing else.
They won't risk changing the game. They just won't risk it. It's just going to be a perfectly polished PS5 game.
If they take the gameplay from 2 and put it in there, that's going to be a good game. Boy.
That's probably what they're doing.
Yeah.
Honestly.
The combat and shit.
They may add some
take
things
out
to the...
me using a pallet as a raft 3 times.
Yeah, they could do that. But no, they'll probably add some things to the environment for you to play around with.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it's going to be the same game. Okay, Coleman?
All right. Perfect Dark will get a trailer. Cinematic trailer, not a gameplay trailer.
We already got that, though.
Huh?
We already got that, though.
It was like a split. It didn't show. And then I've also heard that there's been a change in direction.
I'm going to feel like they grabbed and pulled my testicles if they do this again and just give me a cinematic trailer for a game that's probably 5 years away.
It's the history of Perfect Dark to be disappointing.
But they're I'm just saying, I don't think Xbox can afford to tease something that far away again. I don't know. I don't want them to do that to me if they keep doing that to me.
They'll do it.
My turn?
Yeah.
Did not like that.
You know those little poppers?
I fucking hated what you just did.
Surprise. Mario Party DLC is coming. We're getting this new boards, new characters in different packs. I don't say it's going to be paid DLC, though.
Yeah.
I think you'll get a character and a board in each pack. And I don't think the packs will be that expensive.
Nah, it feels like a $10 a pack thing. I like that. 1 character, 1 pack, or 2 characters?
1 and 1. And I'd say they'd probably throw some mini games in, too.
Yeah.
You didn't like that?
No, that's a fine prediction. I just fucking hated that you.
Those little poppers.
Dude,
I'm gonna zoom in on that.
I thought it was a spear. I thought you were spearing me in the face. I was like, what are you doing?
It's the Mario Party. It's a party.
Okay, dude. I didn't know that that's where it was starting.
Wherever Ubisoft is, they haven't fully confirmed their conference yet. I think they'll have their own. That's not my prediction, though. My prediction is Avatar will be the centerpiece of that conference. Either that or wherever it's shown will be like the big thing. And I think it comes out this year in November, right before the
release of the movie. Yeah,
right before the movie.
That
That'd
could
be cool.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty shocking.
Yeah, but
Because it feels like that game isn't that far along. I don't know.
Is it open world? Is it confirmed?
Yeah,
open
it's
world?
supposed to be an open world
Ubisoft.
game.
Ooh.
Ubisoft formula.
everything's fucking open world.
Yeah, but I think it'll be fun.
They're gonna fuck around and make a goddamn amazing.
Oh,
open
it's
world
got the
one day.
potential, and they got.
I mean,
all the
this
money.
one does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my next one, Mother 3 gets a port to Switch and finally comes to
I
America.
thought you said mother of 3. I was like, is this like a parenting simulator?
Yes,
Mother 3
and there are aliens.
gets a port.
Yes, not a port,
What-
but
what-
it's brought to Switch on the.
Or a remake.
Oh, okay, so it
Kind
follows.
of like Link's Awakening kind of remake. Would be cool.
Those are two very different things, though. If it's a remake, that's fantastic. If it's a port, I'm like, yeah. Just like I was with Earthbound, I was like, yeah. Eric.
Time to set your cameras to night vision, boys. We're getting Outlast Trials gameplay and release date for
I thought the same
October.
thing you did.
Me too. I thought it was Splinter Cell. I was like, this motherfucker's like, ah!
October?
October this year. Outlast Trials. Game Pass
Oh.
day one.
That makes
Oh,
sense. That's where it was
shit, yeah,
shown
girl.
last time. So I like that. And I hope it's right. In October, why not? Why not October? I like it. But yeah, I thought it was going to be Splinter Cell when you said that.
Night vision. I immediately thought the tri goggles.
I almost put that, but I was like, Cole's going to put it.
No, I didn't actually.
Hey,
so-
predictions is my favorite thing that we're doing so far.
This one's wild.
Wow.
So stay with me. Picture it.
Okay. Hold on.
Hold on, let me close my mind.
Close
my
your
eyes.
mind?
Close my eyes. I'm all ears.
Xbox conference.
I'm there.
A lot's been said about Johnny Depp lately.
Oof. What a
And
wonderful
there's
man.
also been a lot said about Xbox working with Disney. There's also been Sea of Thieves content that's Pirates of the Caribbean. I say
trend here.
the
I see.
show starts with Sir Jonathan Depp coming out and showing, in full costume, of course, to show us Rare's Pirates of the Caribbean game.
Oh my
you-
god.
An original story.
If you get this, you win this.
Yeah, dude, you win hands down.
Hands down.
Okay, we're not counting all of the thing is there's going to be a Rare Pirates of the Caribbean game. The rest of it is just extra. Like there's no points involved.
A
with
rare
think
Pirates
that-
of the Caribbean game
You
would be
think Call of the
sick.
Wild's canceled?
it. What? Call of the Wild?
What was that?
Everwild?
Everwild, yeah.
No, I think it's getting restructured, but I mean, I could see them splitting that into a smaller project and then doing a bigger thing with Pirates of the Caribbean. It just feels right, but not. Johnny Depp's not going to be there. He's got bigger issues going on. But imagine if he was.
My last prediction is a Metal Gear Solid remake by Blue Point.
I like it.
is
That's
shown.
a good one.
And let's say spring 2023. What is the spring months?
March.
Well, yeah.
March,
but
April, May? Let's do April.
I would say probably like January, February, because that's where they put their other two. They put Demon Souls and
Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus in those 2 months.
Okay. Nintendo Direct's wrapping up, and we get to. Have you enjoyed what you saw? One more thing. He does it every fucking time.
He does.
Jungle. And you hear the bongos. We have Donkey Kong running through the jungle, chasing a Kremlin, which we haven't had in a while in a game. It's the first 3D Donkey Kong since Nintendo 64 for next year, slated for next holiday, I would say. We don't get any gameplay. We just get a cinematic.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, like a.
Yeah, it's the last thing.
minute
It's gonna be
to-
the last thing of the direct, and it's
It's not even his face. It's gonna be a shot of like
The tie down.
from the tie
Or him
down,
just
and he's just
balling ass, dude, yeah.
and then it cuts behind him, and it's him chasing a gremlin.
Kremlin.
Kremlin.
Was
Is that a Russian gremlin?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, that's what the alligators are called. the Kremlins.
Alligator.
I'm a nerd.
But that's cool as fuck. Yeah.
This is the dumbest thing this show could have ended on. But
God, I like to talk about me. I was like,
I'm
God.
last. My prediction is that in some capacity, Toys to Life will make a return. I'm not saying that Disney
yeah.
Infinity's coming back, but you remember that one game that Ubisoft showed, that the Starlink or whatever?
That and
There
then
will
the
be a
Skylanders
game-
too was Ubisoft. Right?
Yeah, there will be a game that it is something to do with a toy into the game, like Toys to Life in some capacity, like I said.
That's awesome.
This one don't count but I think it's going to happen. Spyro 4 will be shown. We don't have to leave that in, but I just wanted my.
I don't think so though.
You don't think we're having that?
Nah,
Well, Toys for Bob's kind of dead.
Yeah, that's my problem. Like Activision's killed all this stuff.
At least for Bab.
Activision
Bab,
sucks,
hey,
dude.
Bab.
Comment who you think is going to get the most points out of us three.
Yeah, and comment your predictions too. Like,
Yeah.
I'd love to hear them. So yeah,
See you fuckers on the flippity flap.
how do you end episodes?
Bye.